Hey, yo, everybody. It's Christmas in July. Britney Spears is causing the entire world to lose their minds. And that's not all. We have so much more to talk about, including a message in a bottle that was found 37 years later. We have it here in the studio. We're going to open it up. You know what, guys? It's time to wake up because it's the morning laugh.
Good morning, everyone. Josh, I'm going to be hosting the morning laugh this morning. We are, it is a millennials only day. You just saw the other person in the thing, and then we lost him, and now he's back. Oh my goodness, who is that? Oh,
Here I
no,
am.
it's Christmas. Oh, what?
What?
Welcome to the morning laugh, Mr. Chris.
I'd like to apologize for my behavior. I started off the show by saying the word guys a bunch, and I once ran a show where the host kept saying guys, and I judged him too harshly. And then I did it. So
speaking of that, I have found that I like to say y'all.
Yeah.
Right. So y'all. I found that y'all is happens to be just the best non-gender specific way of talking about a group of people, and it turns out that it's kind of ironic, right? That it's like, hey y'all, but it turns out that it's actually the best way to talk to people and not offend anyone's gender. So
no, I like my favorite way to not offend anybody's gender is to say, hey ladies, with no matter who I'm talking to. It's great. I think people are less offended.
Like you're a football coach from the 90s.
Yeah.
Listen up, ladies.
Listen up, ladies.
Ladies.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I feel like people are more inclined to be okay with that. Yeah. It's my jam.
That's great. See, this is something that we couldn't do if we had the other guys here. We can't talk about gender studies with the boomer, you know?
Of course not. Although I don't think that's what we were talking about.
I don't think that it is either.
Man.
Oh man.
Hey.
I'm super excited. Okay, let's talk about this. First of all, last night was Game 4 of the NBA Finals.
Did you watch it?
Of course I'm watching. Are you watching it?
Yeah, of course. We're in Phoenix, so obviously I'm a fan of the Bucks. No, I'm just kidding.
Boo. Yeah. Listen. Here's the thing, man. People don't realize, man, that the Suns, we have the Bucks right where we want them. You know, those poor guys. They don't even know. No,
we do have them because it's 2-2. There couldn't have been a better position. I love when people say that. They people are like, there couldn't have been a better turnout so far. Well, yeah, I could think of one. It would be 4-0 or 3-1.
Yeah.
But I still, do you still think it's favoring Suns?
It's still favoring Suns, but now now the momentum is shifted. It's shifted. No. It has.
I don't think so.
1 minute has shifted. So I think the Suns were like a 57 percentile winner, and I think now we're at like a 52 percentile winning percentage of.
Yeah, I honestly think that those are the only two games that the Bucks are going to win because they were at the home. They felt all excited, but at the end of the day, I mean, up until the last few minutes, it was such a close game. And it's because the Bucks were working really hard, so I'll give them that. But the Suns are they're a really good team.
Hey, they're such a good team. Do you think that if Booker wasn't in foul trouble, that we would have pulled it off by just a couple points?
I don't know. That was crazy.
He had a great game. What did he come out with? 37, 40 points last night?
Yeah,
that was
40 points.
40 points.
That was his third game or something. Hey, Norm saying Suns in 6. Good morning, Norm.
Suns in 6.
If we have anybody that watches our show that is from
Milwaukee,
please message us so we can pray for you.
Yeah, we need you to know that it's not your fault.
I'm joking. It's obviously, we're a show, so we're supposed to be like, not one-sided, but we
Hmm.
can't help that. We're millennials. Oh, hey, Norm also just said Chris Paul had his second 30-point game in a loss. Wow. See, that's
Wow.
impressive.
But he
You
did
know.
turn over the ball. I know now we're getting
Yeah,
into
of course.
he turned over the ball like 7 times last night.
Yeah,
It was tough. It was
I know.
he's I hate to say he's old, but he's our age, which is he's ancient for basketball. You can't.
No, he's not our age. Okay, I'm 30. I'm about to be
Oh, never
31
mind. He's
next
30.
week. I'm young.
He's 35. He's 35. So he's between us.
Okay. All right. Well, still, I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I think that no, I'm not even optimistic. I'm realistic. The Suns
Yeah.
statistically are going to win. So
Yeah. I am excited. The best, I think the best thing for me is that this is the first time in 10, 11, 12 years that that there's two brand new people, two teams in the NBA finals. So
wow.
for the last 12 years, it's been, Lakers, Heat,
Yeah.
uh,
Well, yeah.
Warrior, you know.
Yeah, they were
So
saying 10 out of 12 years LeBron was in the
yeah.
finals. And I'm cool with that because I'm a huge LeBron fan, even though I guess right now I'm not supposed to be according to Twitter. But
Oh, really? Did
the
he do something? What did he do?
well, he keeps tweeting and he just sounds kind of crazy. Like he just keeps tweeting and people are like, "Hey, I don't think that you mean what you thought you meant." And then he was like, "Yeah, I do." And then everybody's like, "All right, well, whatever. I don't know." But Space Jam's coming out this Friday, and that's what matters.
Oh man. If I listen, here's I think you posted. Did you post something about it where like
Probably.
where, where like his manager's like, listen, we gotta differentiate ourselves from
Oh
Michael
no, I
Jordan,
didn't.
and he's like, yeah, man, let's do Space Jam.
He made that post.
No, somebody made that joke. Maybe it was Dustin Nickers, and I don't know.
Oh, that's
I gotta figure it
funny.
out. It was so funny, and they're like, "Yeah, man." It was like his manager's like, "Listen, we gotta differentiate you from Michael Jordan." He's like, "Cool, man. Let's do Space Jam." And then they're
Oh,
like, "No,
that's
no, no. Let's
funny.
do something else." He's like, "Do you think the White Sox need someone in their baseball team?" And he's like, "Let's do Space Jam." It's silly.
I like
It's
it.
just
Yeah.
silly, man. Are you excited for Space Jam? I'm not. I'm not. I'm just not.
Why?
I'm not. Because
Why?
Space. Listen, like I don't know. I feel like there's just some movies out there
Yeah.
that were pretty perfect and they don't need
Okay.
follow ups, right? What about
Yeah.
Bob?
What about Bob?
Yeah. What about Bob? Groundhog's Day. The Tomorrow War. These are things that I think that were perfect
Are they
movies.
already going to do a sequel for the Tomorrow War?
They're already talking there. It's already in the works. It's already going to happen.
No, it's not.
It is absolutely going to happen.
Well, that's fine with me. I thought it was really good.
Next week's war is what it's going to be called.
Did you see it?
I did. I loved it.
It was good. If anybody saw it, let us know your initial reaction. I loved it.
Yeah. Man, this is my personal opinion. I thought it was stupid and it was dumb and I loved it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It reminded me, actually, Marcus Pittman, my friend, he pointed this out, but I agreed with him. It reminded me of like sitting in the theater and watching like a bunch of the epic movies that were just blockbuster hits back in the day, like Independence Day and stuff like that. It had that feel to it. It was really cool.
Yeah. It did. It really had that feel. It just felt like I think someone said it was like a moron's version of Starship Troopers, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was great.
I thought it was great too. Are you? What do you think? I'm excited. So it is Christmas in July.
Yeah, it is. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold the phone.
Whoa, hold the phone, everyone. Listen.
Here we go.
Oh, Mary.
Are you doing anything special?
Oh. It looks like we lost Chris on his audio. I'm doing something special this week. My lovely wife is out of town, and I am on my own, which means that I am basically Kevin McAllister this week. It is an issue. It is not safe for me to be here. The wet bandits are coming, is what I'm. It's
I know you were like, dude, let's hang out. I was like, okay, deal.
yeah. I was like, party at my house, and then everyone's like, we don't want to.
We don't want to. No, dude. Listen, if you throw like a Christmas party, I'm in. Even if it's just us. If I'll help you put up a tree.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
cool.
I'm kind of into it, honestly.
I'm cool with it. I started watching the stupid like Christmas movies that are like Hallmark movies. And except I have a buddy gave me his login to PureFlix, and do you have PureFlix or have you seen it?
No,
I'm not going to say anything.
Christian. I'm a bad Christian because I don't have PureFlix.
No, that does not make you a bad Christian. Trust me. Okay, the bad Christians are whoever made these movies. Okay, because they're not great, but they got bought out by Sony. So during July, Sony is putting up all these Christmas movies that had some pretty good releases or whatever. Well, they're cheesy. They're like Hallmark Christmas movies. And so I started watching one, and what's great is even the description was golden. It said a woman enters a cooking contest to raise money for her hotel that's for her legendary hotel that's running out of business. ... Oh, and she's a bad cook. That was the description, and it cracked me up. I had to watch it. It was just as bad as the description. Her romantic interest was a cook, a very famous cook on TV was the character, but he cheated in a cooking contest, and so because of that, he was an ashamed cooking chef. And she was like, well, just tell me, did you cheat? And he was like, there isn't a day, because he's British. And he goes, there isn't a day where I don't regret it. And I was like, what am I watching? And why am I going to continue? I'm just sipping on my hot cocoa. It's great.
I want to know, like, how did he cheat? Did he just like order? Did he order in like a DoorDash guy showed up with food at the cooking competition? I was like, I got something for Emerald Lagasse. Emerald Lagasse.
Emerald Lagasse. I
want to know.
I got those truffles. Anybody asking for those truffles?
I'm looking for a root. It's crazy. Okay. I watched one where of course, I mean they're all the same. And so I personally I love those Hallmark movies. I'm a romantic at heart, you know. Of course my heart's very, very overtaxed right now, but it's a medical issue. Don't worry about it. I should say it's not true. Okay, all right. You look worried.
You can have like concerned comments flooding the
I know, like, oh my God, what happened? What's going on with Josh? And I'm gonna have to start a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Josh needs a vacation. No, I love those because it's the same movie. It's like I'm a big city CEO lady, and then I'm gonna go back to my hometown, and then she goes back to her hometown, and then they're like, what? How is that the hottest guy in the town single?
Yeah, that's true.
And then they fall in love.
He's always like chopping down lumber.
He's always chopping lumber. He like eats kale, and you're like, this guy, he's gay. Like, I don't understand. Like she comes home and she's like, oh, I fell in love with this guy. I'm like, realistically, he's not reciprocating that to you, girl.
Well, okay, I'll tell you something, because it's the dumbest dream I've ever had. And that is that I would love to be in a Hallmark Christmas movie. But I know, like, I'm not the main character by any means. I'm either the best friend or the brother. of the girl, right? Where I'm
Mm.
like, go get him. Or, or I say something like, hey, how's that guy? Or, Merry Christmas. Those would be my lines. And I found out recently that I know someone who knows one of the writers or directors of these movies. So I
Oh,
reached out and I was like, please, please connect me. So we're in the waiting now. We're in the
okay.
waiting because
I
would
think,
love to
listen,
be.
if I was gonna cast you into a Christmas movie, I would
Yeah.
cast, because here's the thing: if you've ever watched a lot of these Christmas movies, it's that there's the Santa Claus is real, but he's sort of like hidden
Yeah, he's
somewhere.
like in the town somewhere.
He's like in the town somewhere, right? I would put
Yeah.
you as like the secret Santa, and then and then you just sort of sprinkle in a little bit of Santa dust, and then all of a sudden magic happens, and at the end, like there's like like a little thing comes around your eye, and you go,
I love it. I would love that.
"That's you.
Could you
That's
write
you."
that for me?
I absolutely. We just did.
Okay,
We just
good.
we just wrote a Hallmark movie.
Oh man, that would be awesome. That would be great. I just want to be around the fake snow machines and
Oh
sipping on
yeah.
coffee.
Well,
So
they said that. I mean, of course, they have the fake snow, but the fake snow is potato flakes.
that's fine.
Okay, just
Yeah.
make sure it's instant potato, and then they just like throw it in the air because it's. Anyways, all right, let's get
That's
a.
cool.
Oh,
That's cool.
speaking of things and flakes getting thrown in the air,
Yeah.
people are they're making free Britney flags.
Okay, don't even get me started on this. So I'm looking up trending topics online, right? Like these are top trending, like millions of people are looking this stuff up. And so they're talking about the Britney Spears case. So the
Yeah.
headline I was reading is Britney Spears can choose her own lawyer in conservatorship case, a judge has ruled. But that's not what I focus on. As I scroll down, there's a picture of some lady holding a gigantic flag that says Free Britney. And that's when it hit me. We have too much time on our hands, even when we all need to not have too much time on our hands. It's vitally important.
Yeah, hold on one second. Let's get this. Let me. So
Oh, you're going to get the picture.
I'm gonna get the.
I love it. I appreciate you for it. And I would love to know. I think everybody agrees while you pull that up. I think everybody agrees that we should quote unquote free Britney. Because of that, I want to purposely say no. I want to just be on the other side, be like, don't free
Really?
Britney. Not really. I just want to mess with these people who are making flags.
Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Here we go.
Too passionate. Okay, go ahead.
All right. It's not perfect. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. What? Why'd you put it in a small Word doc?
I put it in paint because for whatever reason I can't. Oh, there we go.
Who still has paint?
I have no idea. There we go.
You have what? Microsoft Paint? Oh my goodness.
I went to open it up and it was like, you want to use Microsoft Edge? And I was like, no. Who? What?
No, I don't
What?
trust Edge. I'd rather use something from 1998. Thank you.
Yeah. So here, if you haven't been keeping up with the Britney thing, listen, I am 100% on Britney's side right now. I am all about free Britney. Because you know what they said that, so she's made I don't know how many millions and millions and millions of dollars,
Yeah.
and because of conservatorships and all this other things, she's only allowed to spend $2,000 a week.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So that's it. That's her allowance after she's made hundreds of millions of dollars, and so it definitely is. It brings to light that there's some disparities amongst the.
Oh, for sure there is.
So, but I will say that some of these free Britney things are fantastic.
Well, and again, I think that's the only reason I want to take the opposite opinion, because I agree. I absolutely agree that Britney, that there is some serious shady stuff going on. What does all that say?
So this says, free Britney. If I survived psychosis in 2007, you can end mental health stigma. Free Britney. Yeah. But it's bro, with a lot of glitter paint. And I think that we talked that the real winner in this one is Michael's. It's the
Yeah.
craft section is who's
Oh,
winning
absolutely.
this stuff.
Their
It's
stock's going up.
yeah.
Well, here's my
Like,
thing.
remember like last year when Elmer's glue, like the stocks went up because everyone was making slime.
Yeah.
That's what this one's gonna be.
Okay, but here's the deal. Because everybody's very passionate about it. Again, I agree. But if I were to go to the group of these Free Britney people and just say, "Don't Free Britney," I wouldn't even be able to tell them that I was joking before they have destroyed me and thrown me off a cliff, because everybody's just so passionate and on edge on this situation. And there's something about me being a comedian that I just find it too funny. I want to mess with people too much. It's bad. It's very bad. But that's
Yeah, you can't though. You can't. That's you can't do it nowadays. You're not allowed to listen. Listen, in PC woke culture, all right? You're not allowed to go around. Just
No, you're not.
not allowed to do it. Here, let's go on to something else. Listen, okay. A naked California woman was rescued after becoming wedged between two buildings, and so here's the saddest part to me is that lumber prices are so high that they're having to use women, like people now, like it's the Great Wall of China, and that is just sad to me. That just they're like, you know what, we can't afford scaffolding, so let's just go ahead and throw a woman in between the buildings. And I assume, yeah, I assume that they're just using her as building material, right?
I don't even see this on our show notes. What is this story?
It's on our show notes. It's on there. It's on Fox.
I don't see it.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Read it to me again, please.
Hold on,
I'm seeing Fox News. Oh, it's just a link. There's no title.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't put a title because I wanted to make that joke. I thought of that joke last night, and I wanted to make it. Listen,
I appreciate
lumber prices are so high that they're using people as building materials. No, the fire department was called. There's a lady that was trapped in between two buildings, and they had to extricate her out using saws and stuff. And nobody knows why she's there.
Nobody knows.
Was she there? She was upside down.
I'll tell you why. Because our guy that we've been following and tracking for the past few weeks that had that tiger, but then didn't have that tiger, and was a barber, but then wasn't a barber, he's behind it all. He's behind it all.
He's behind it all. What is going on? Okay.
I'm touching it. I didn't realize.
Stop touching. Stop.
I didn't realize I had access to this. If you're listening to the podcast, I just decided to start pressing buttons and so our screens keep changing. But I'll tell you what, I'm sure everybody's like, ooh, it's got my attention.
Looks good. You can see my guitars in the background. You can see this zucchini shirt that I have going on here, so
I'm excited for that.
Me too. They're doing okay. They're doing all right. We're going to be doing a merch giveaway here soon with some shirts and stuff. Cool. Okay. So speaking of a guy that has a tiger and is a barber in New York, they have finally updated the laws. Listen, this is huge news for barbers, right?
Yeah.
If you are in New York, up until a day ago, you could not cut hair on Sunday.
Oh, like on Sundays?
On Sundays, you are not allowed to cut hair. It was illegal to cut hair on Sundays, and and Andrew Cuomo signed in a legislation to allow barbers to work on Sundays.
Have you ever gotten a haircut on a Sunday?
No, that's the Lord's Day. Why? What do I look like? Some sort of heathen?
I never got a haircut on a Sunday.
I don't think I've ever.
I don't.
I mean, I know they're open, but I don't know.
Are they in desperate need to cut hair on Sundays?
Well, I mean, there's you're taking away 1/7 of someone's ability to make a living.
I don't know, man. It is in the 10 Commandments. We're supposed to rest.
Yeah, I know, but what about Hindus?
Yeah. Are they doing haircuts?
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
You don't know how that works? Like haircutting works? I love that. We could say that about anything.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works. I don't know. I don't know how things work. Don't ask me.
And now it's time for an out of context comment. Norm said, "Why so small?" Thank you, Norm.
Thanks.
Continuing on. I want to talk about this message in a bottle that was found 37 years later. Okay.
Yes.
Have you ever wanted to put a message in a bottle and send it in the water?
All the time. When I was a kid, I used to think that that's just how people communicated.
Yeah, I think that I would agree with that.
There's like, how like, okay, so because we're both millennials, right? And then so a lot of things happen when we were kids, that I thought would be a lot more prevalent in my life, right? Like quicksand, right? Message in a bottle, stop, drop, and roll. Like those things are things that like I thought like would be like very prevalent to my life. And I've never found a message in a bottle, nor have I ever sent one, because we know about recycling.
Yeah, that's good. That'll preach.
Preach it, girl. Preach it, girl. Have you ever wanted to get a message in a bottle?
I don't know how that works. I've been dying to say it for 3 minutes. Yeah, I would love to. I would absolutely love to do a message in a bottle. But I would write what they wrote. It was kind of lame, to be honest. But what else are you gonna write?
Well, it's like a tweet. You only have so many characters.
Yeah. True.
What if you sent out a message in a bottle and it was like part 1 of 2, and then like somebody opens it and they're like, the coordinates of the lost treasure are
true. That would have been great. That would have been great. So what it was is these kids or whatever find this message in a bottle. They open it up. It says, "Hey yo, this was thrown off the sea of the coast of Choshi, Japan in July 1984." And they were like, "What?"
Yeah, they were doing it. They sent it out as an experiment to look at oceanic, I don't know, water.
Yeah.
What's it called? I don't know how things work. Listen, all right. The water, how water circulation. Ocean water. They're looking at ocean water. They want to know, what is ocean water? Why is it salty?
Why?
Who are we?
Who?
Yeah. But they sent it out. They wanted to just find out, like, see how long it took it to get to the side of the world. And they looked online. Of course, it's they said they don't read Japanese, so they figured that the people who sent it would be 50 to 55 years old by now, and so now they don't know. They don't know. Here's we don't have an end to that story right now. We're gonna find out. We're gonna keep up with this, and we're gonna get you guys the late breaking news. We're gonna tell you, like, okay, who's in on it? Is this a government conspiracy? And how do we stop the ocean?
It's a good question. How do we stop the ocean?
How do we stop the ocean?
And what the ocean does. I would like to use, it's now time for another out of context comment by Norm Dunham, who said, "It was in context 4 minutes ago, but now that I've waited, it's no longer in context."
No longer. Sorry, Norm. Sorry, Norm.
I love that I just made that as a segment. So what else, man? What's up? What's been up?
Oh man, you know what? So I guess Leslie is out of town. She's with the kids, and yeah, I am utterly lost right now
Yeah.
with how to live. I used to be self sufficient until we moved in together. Like I used to, I was a bachelor for a long time. I took care of myself
Right.
and dogs, and now I'm just like I was like how everything. I was just like what she does so much for me that I've become a toddler, and I like it. I don't mind
Yeah.
it.
Well, yeah, because you're used to traveling too.
Yeah,
Um, so is that part of what kind of is crazy is like you're by yourself at the moment, but you're not
yeah.
traveling. You're at
I'm
home.
by myself, but I'm at home. I'm in charge of the home
Yeah.
part of the whole situation. Usually, like where I'm traveling, and then I just take care of you know
The non-home
hotel room.
part.
Yeah, the not home part. But now I'm taking care of all the home part, and then so I don't know. It's just I'm sure everyone has heard about the magic counter or the magic coffee table, right? We all have those. You have the magic coffee table or whatever. Um, that's where you have a coffee table and you just put your trash on there or your counter. You put your trash on there, and then it magically disappears. It gets thrown in the trash somehow.
Just by
My
itself, yeah.
Yeah, my magic counter, it stopped working. She left. She left, and then all of a sudden, my magic counter just stopped working. And
Suddenly it's still yeah, the stuff is still there.
yeah, it's scary.
Mm.
Uh, and I was asking, I was trying to figure. What's in the fridge? What's in the fridge? How do I find out?
It's good, man.
I don't know.
Well,
How do? It's, I'm
you
out of clean underwear. She did laundry the day before she left. The day after, I was like, "Where's my? I don't have none. I don't have clean clothes. Where? What
what
is
did
this?
you use all the underwear in one day? You just
I don't.
panic?
I'm not saying I did. I'm not saying I did. I had a panic. I had a panic attack.
Like, oh no, I must try
Tried 'em
all the
all.
underwear on. No, it's dirty.
I don't know. Well, you're pretty good about like being in charge of yourself and Johnny, right?
I guess so. I mean, my wife's really awesome. So, uh, anytime it's just, I've had me and Johnny just, for a week,
Mm-hmm.
at a time, a couple of times. Yeah, it's survival mode. It's kind of, it's anarchy. We're going rogue. We're doing whatever we got to do to survive. Um, First thing, he and I just fight over leadership for like a
Mm-hmm.
day,
It's
and
a Lord of the Flies sort of
yeah,
situation.
kind of Lord of the Flies. And believe it or not, one of our dogs always win.
Mm-hmm.
So then we're kind of submitted it to our dog. It's like, okay, well, you're alpha, so you got to kind of run the roost. And they say, okay, that's it. Then we're all just having treats all week. So we're like, all right. I mean, I feel like you hadn't thought this through, but sure. So that's
Yeah.
kind of our week. That's what we do.
Okay.
I'm sure similar to yours.
Now, when your wife gets back, is
Yeah.
there? Do you? Because we all like to leave gift. We like to have gifts, like flowers, dishes in the sink, things to give them when they
Dishes,
come back.
yeah. The dishes in the sink is usually my go-to gift.
Mm-hmm.
I say, here you go, welcome, and just kind of stuff everywhere, throw out on the floor.
Yeah, that's me
Just a
too.
sprinkling of love everywhere, basically.
So she left, and Tuesday is trash day for us.
Okay.
But she's the one that keeps track of what day of the week it is, and and normally she'll be like, "Go do the trash." Okay, so I forgot. I didn't do the trash, and our backyard smells terrible right now, and I'm like scared our neighbor's gonna call the cops because I threw out some old chicken. There was some chicken that wasn't quite right, so I had to throw it out. Now it smells really bad. And
Wow. Well, it's a Thursday, so it's only been 2 days then, huh?
yeah, it's been a rough 2 days. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about. I'm thinking. Do
You
I
should
just?
drive it somewhere? Is it on wheels? Is it like
It
the
is
two
on
wheels?
wheels. It has the two
Then
wheels. Like,
walk down the street until you find a dumpster,
mm,
and you just look like a crazy homeless person. that upgraded from a shopping cart to, a trash can.
That's a good
That's what I
idea.
would do. Yeah, that's what I would do.
What people, everyone listening or watching right now, what would you do if you forgot to take out the trash and the trash smelled really bad?
Yeah.
What would you do? Specifically the moms. I want to know what responsible people would do in this situation. Also considering that I'm not responsible whatsoever. So keep that in mind and then give us your suggestions. Get us on 888-555-themorningleft.com.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not right.
No, that was right. Yeah, that's just enough numbers. And also, if you're a dude, I would love to know what you do when your spouse is out of town. Well, anybody. You don't just have to be a dude. You could be anybody. Ladies, but yeah, for sure, especially dads though, because that is fun to know. Dads generally see Tom Hoy's got it. Lysol spread.
But what? Where? On me?
Everywhere. On you.
Just
use it like Axe.
Tom also says bone jar, which I don't know what that means, but back at you, buddy.
I don't know what that means either.
Don't forget to empty out the bone jar. That sounds creepy. All right, Tom. Listen, we were with you on Lysol, lost you on bone jar.
Yep.
So, man, what do you guys do? What do you men do, or if you're a woman and your spouse takes care of everything? What do you do when they go out of town? Do you just cry? What do you?
Yeah.
How do? I don't know.
We want to know. Write to us at Denver, Colorado, or Colorado Springs, Colorado, 555-423.
All right. Well, okay. Speaking of people that their spouses are out of town, you know whose spouse was out of town?
Who was that?
Chris Pratt's fake wife in the Tomorrow War. She was stuck without him. He was out of town in the Tomorrow War.
I love it. I love the transition there. Love it. Yes. Okay. He was out of town. Yeah, she wasn't.
Yeah, he was out of town. Speaking of, he was out of town. He was out saving.
Get your story straight, Josh.
Sorry, I don't know how things work. We watched the Tomorrow War. I loved it. I personally love stupid movies. When a movie knows what it is and it like just plays up that thing, like the Fast and Furious saga. I love it because they know what they are. They play it up to the highest degree that they possibly can, and it's ridiculous and it's fun, and I love them.
I didn't think it was dumb though. I loved it. What was dumb about it?
A lot of things, really.
No. Like what?
I don't know.
Everything was scientifically factual, sir.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Listen to the time loop. Listen, the time, of course, the time loop in. Hold on a second. I got to go back to this real quick. Tom Hoy says supposed to put chicken bones in a glass jar and then put the lid on and then let them rot in the bone jar.
Okay, that's such a dad thing to make that up and then give it a name.
Yeah, all right. Well, listen, on breaking news, we are calling the authorities on Tom Hoy's. I've never heard of that. Does anyone else have a bone jar? I've never heard of that. Okay. Speaking of bone jars, Tomorrow War. Chris Pratt, he's fighting aliens. They're great. They're phenomenal. If you haven't watched it, it's not going to spoil anything because you already know how it ends. All right. Sorry. Hate to tell you this. We all know. All right. He goes to fight the aliens, and there's like a time loop, and it's 30 years in the future, and so they ran out of soldiers, so they have to bring people from the past to fight for the future. But then that really messes with how you going to bring people from the past, and then they're going to go to the future to die, but then they're not going to have the kids that are going to be the soldiers in the future.
No. Here's the thing, though, and this is where I think that the world is getting confused. I think people, especially those that are in favor of the Free Britney movement, are a little bit confused of what's happening in the movie. And again, I don't want to give anything away in case somebody hasn't seen it yet, but they explain that in the beginning via the news segments. And they say that only 50% of the world population is qualified to move forward because those are the people that don't have kids in the future. They don't, there's like several different things that are going to help to ensure that they can move forward. So there's no flaws in that part. Just saying.
I thought that it was this also not going to spoil the movie at all. It is the only people that are allowed to go are the ones who would be dead already in that time. That's part of the thing.
But then they also couldn't have had a kid. Any of the kids that are in the future, they would also be disqualified. The parents, unless they already had the kids. They already had the kids.
Wouldn't that be how terrible would you feel if you're just like, man, I can't wait to meet the love of my life. I want to have kids, and then like the time cops show up and they're like, hey, loser, over there, you're a virgin.
You never have kids.
You die early with no kids. Anyways, come fight aliens with us.
I feel like that was a pretty big spoiler you just gave away, but that's okay.
It doesn't matter. That's the thing is that about these movies. It doesn't matter. Listen, I watched Fast 9. Here's a spoiler.
Yeah, tell me all of it because I've never seen them.
You've never seen any of the Fast?
No. Saw the first three. Tokyo Drift was my last, and I said, "That's it. I think I'm done."
No. That's your problem. Is that the first three they're like if you're gonna go like one, it's like Star Wars, like 1 through 3, not that great, right? 4, 5, 6. That's where the real story happens. Yeah. 5 is the best. Everyone knows 5 is the best. Hobbs and Shaw. That's the spin-off movie, probably up there.
Wow.
Number 2 is by far the worst.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So should I just watch 1 again and then go into 4, 5, and 6, or just watch 4, 5, 6?
Go straight into 5.
Okay. Oh, I don't even need 4.
You don't need 4. Who cares about 4? Go straight to 5, and then you'll do 5. Do 5 through 9, plus Hobbs and Shaw, and then when you have time, go back to watch 4, maybe 3. You don't really need 1 or 2. That's my take on the Fast series.
I wanted you to give away the ending.
Oh, there's no giving away the ending because it's dumb and it's stupid and it's perfect. They go to space. They drive a car to space.
No, they don't.
They absolutely do. They absolutely drive a car to space.
What?
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Absolutely.
You're not convincing me to watch this.
How is that not convincing me to watch this? If I was like, listen, Chris, all right, this place we've got Vin Diesel, all right. Yeah. We've got Ludacris, right? We've got some other people.
Is the Rock still in it?
He's not in this one, but this one does have John Cena.
Oh,
okay. Fast 9 has John Cena, but then like in the movie, a couple of people. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to. I will spoil the ending. They drive a car to space. What
is this, like 007's Moonraker? This is crazy. You tell me they just go to space.
They just go to space. They drive a car to space. You never done that?
Not particularly.
What are you, Jeff Bezos? You gonna take a spaceship to space?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You're crazy. You're crazy, man.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Yeah,
I'm the crazy one. Hey, Doc.
That was good. That was impressive. I enjoyed
thanks.
that. You
Thanks.
should give that away too. What happens at the end of Back in the Future?
Back to the Future, but which one? Because
the last one. Let's go with the last one.
yeah, but the last. So here's the thing: is that now we're talking about different time segments. Doc Brown has created different time loops for the future, which means that the past, he's not actually going back to the future. He's going to another time segment of the universe, and it's going to create a warp zone that the Doctor Who is going to have to come out of and fix, and it's going to be helpful.
You gave it all away, man. You gave it all away. Well, wait, have you seen Loki?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't say anything because I've only seen 2 episodes, but it's already so impressive.
It's great.
Really good.
Loki's great. Really good. This won't spoil anything because they said there will be a season 2.
Oh, cool.
That's good. Just keep that in mind when you're watching it. Like, how do they? Oh, there's going to be a season 2. Oh, interesting. Okay. Here's everyone's talking about Loki, but I want to talk about something that nobody's talking about right now. Right. The Monsters Inc. Disney show.
Please spoil it. Is it really that good?
Absolutely. It's called Monsters at Work, and it's so good. It's got it has all your favorite. It has Billy Crystal, John Goodman.
Really?
It has, yeah. It is
What's
so
the plot,
good,
man. What's
the plot
is premise?
There's a new guy. There's this kid. It takes place just after the original movie finishes up.
Okay.
Where there's a kid. He goes to college to learn to be a scarer, right? And he's the best scarer in the world. But then he goes to work at Monsters Incorporated, and he goes there the day that they shut down the scare floor, and it turns into the laugh floor.
Oh, cool.
So now this guy, they had to find a place for him, and it's the guy, the voice. Did you ever watch Superstore?
No, but I'm familiar.
Okay, the guy that played Jonah is the main character in it. As far as the voice goes, it's great. It's so funny. It's everything that you want it to be, and I think, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about how great this thing is.
Wow. Yeah. I'll have to watch it. I hit play.
This is what happens when my wife is out of town. This is what happens is I actually have time to watch these shows, and then I have real opinions, and I don't have her to say all these things to. So I just annoy Chris with my opinions.
No, I appreciate it. Have you? Well, then, since you have this time on your hands, have you? Although I know you're working this weekend, but have you seen Big Brother?
I've never watched Big Brother.
Okay, it's a great show. You should watch it. It's really good. It just started for this season, and you want to watch it 3 episodes at a time because it takes 3 episodes to evict somebody. And so, but what's funny is, so Micah, my wife, got me into it, and she's grown up watching it, and I really, really liked it. Or I really like it, present tense. But last night we just started roasting the show because the host, Julie Chen Moonves is her name, and she seems like a really genuinely sweet lady. But we've noticed that she cannot fully pronounce things. She just keeps stumbling over her words. And what's funny is that it was a completely live episode, and she's just the opening line goes this. She says something like 15 brand new house guests, $750,000. This is the Big Brother season premiere. I'm like, hold on. You had an entire year. You had an entire year to get ready, and you almost said season finale. What have you been doing? And it was originally supposed to premiere at the beginning of the summer. They had to postpone it. What were you doing? What were you doing that you failed? You completely tripped over your words. So we were just roasting this poor woman, and it was worth it. It was pretty great. So,
man, yeah, I I personally, I love it. It gives me hope when I see someone doing a mediocre job
Yeah,
on television. It just gives me hope that I have a shot.
it should, as it should. Uh, yeah, it's true. No, I mean, yeah, I get it because when you have a million lines, you're going to trip over it. But it was the first line. That's my only thing. You just started. You have nothing
It's the
else to
only
say.
line. What do you mean it's not even the first line? It's the only line. This is Bag Brother. What? No,
No, yeah.
no, it's not.
I know. I would be the worst producer because I would just be so annoyed by everybody. It's like, why? Why are you saying these words?
Yeah.
Cool. A couple of things. We have Tom. I just wanted to bring back up the bone jar comment that Tom Horn
Yeah.
said. Thank you, Tom.
Supposed to bring those chicken bones. Chicken bone. Hey man. That reminds me like it'd be like, hey, like that'd be like a real hillbilly thing to do. Like, hey man, you got that chicken bone jar? Come on. Hey, bring that chicken bone jar over here. Let me do no rotten bone.
Want to make them bone jars, you know? You want to come
Bring
over here?
Bring a bone jar.
Let's bone jar that one.
It's how we make moonshine.
I was just thinking this. We like moonshine if it's made from a bone jar.
We make bone jar, moonshine.
And then Norm Dunham said the same thing applies to Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Lord of the Rings. Thank you again for now out of context comment. Just kidding.
On the next out of context comment, my workplace has a very large dumpster.
I love that. I meant to reply to that, Norm. Thank you for saying that because Josh, I don't well, I think Norm lives up in Washington.
Oh, that's a great idea. Well, then what I'll do is I'll grab a U-Haul. I'll rent a U-Haul. I'll put my trash can in the U-Haul and I'll drive to Washington.
Yeah. Yeah. And to continue our this is Bag Brother, the season finale. Finale. Yeah. This is the season finale. No, it's not. If you are listening to our show, as you know, we put these out on Thursdays, but you may be listening to this on a Friday or a Monday morning or whatever. We thank you for that. If you are, please do us a favor. Take the last text you had sent to somebody and email it to us for our next out of context comments.
Breaking news. We have breaking news coming out of Oklahoma. Joe Exotic's sentence has been vacated by an appeals court.
What? Where did you get this?
Tiger King Joe Exotic.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and send it to you.
Please do. How'd you find this?
Because I was just popped up. All right. His sentence has been vacated. He's going to remain behind bars while they figure out a new sentence and they resentence him in his murder for hire plot against animal activist Carol Baskin. And as some people know, at the beginning of the pandemic, we were all absolutely enamored by Joe Exotic, Tiger King series, and me too, absolutely. And apparently, allegedly, we can't say allegedly because he was convicted of it. He gave $3,000 for someone to go from Oklahoma to Florida to murder Carol Baskin, and agreed to pay thousands more after she was dead. And that person, I think they just went to South Carolina and bought a bunch of meth with it. So, but they are saying that his sentence is not correct and that they vacated his sentence and they're going to re-sentence him coming up.
Well, if you watched the documentary, you would probably realize that it seemed like he definitely got set up. Now, obviously, in a sense, he got coerced. He got coerced into all of that.
But if you can make a documentary, you can make it say whatever you want.
True.
You know,
but
you don't
do you think he actually wanted her dead? She was the reason that he was making content.
Yeah. Because Joe Exotic, Joe Exotic had a bone jar. Okay.
And he
He's like, I need to get down Carol Baskin bone in my bone jar.
No, I think the most incriminating part of that video was that everyone is convinced that Carol Baskins murdered her husband
Yeah,
by
absolutely.
feeding him to the tigers.
Yes.
Because she said it point blank. She was like, if you really ever want to get rid of somebody, feed him to the tigers. There's no evidence. Said
Yeah.
it just like that. And they're just like, hold on.
What?
Your husband disappeared. So what?
And she's like, husband, huh?
She's like, I got you.
Yeah. Nobody, yeah, everyone. That's one of the things we're like, all right, we all believe the same thing, but you can't just convict her, you know?
Why not? That's what they did with Joe Exotic.
No,
This
they
is
didn't.
why.
He went through
Free
trial.
Joe.
I'm gonna go to a Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some paint supplies, and we're gonna make some free Joe Exotic glitter banners. Okay.
I'll carry that one. I'll walk that one around town. Free Joe Exotic.
Free Joe Exotic. Free Joe Exotic.
Free Joe Exotic. Chant it with us if you're watching. Free Joe Exotic. What?
So all right, we're nearing the end of our time together for the day. Let's talk about some cool things that we have coming up. Obviously, we are going on tour. Everyone knows that we're gonna keep talking about this as we go about. We're starting off at Willow Creek Church in Chicago land area.
Yep.
And we're absolutely, you have no idea how pumped I am for us to do this tour. I'm so excited. So if you are in the Chicago area or within driving distance, we want to see you at our show, and we want you to come up. We want you to say hi to us and give us a hug. Don't give us COVID, but please do come to the show because it's going to be really special. We have some really cool things planned for that.
Yeah, and we are adding dates every day. We just added Kansas yesterday. We're going to add another city that I'm just waiting for the actual approval, hopefully at the end of today. So literally keep going on to generationallyfunny.com. Check out the dates and the locations. And I think we're going to be headed to your city. So yeah, you got to do it. And then you, sir, you have you're working this weekend. Can I
want. Can you be my hype man?
Yeah, man. Let me do that. In this corner, Josh Novi, the killer, the comedian slayer, the audience puncher. Josh Novi is opening up for Tom Papa.
Bum, bum, bum.
That was good.
Thanks.
I don't know if you said bum 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 or pop pop pop, but either one is great.
Pop 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 pop. Cookie. Yeah.
You sound like the Cookie Monster.
This weekend I will be at Stand Up Live right here in Phoenix. We're going to be doing a show. I'm going to be working with Tom Papa. I
always say Tom Papa.
I always say Tom Papa because that sounds.
How it is?
Not a clue. We'll find out. I'll ask him. And then coming up on August 6th, I will be in Nashville, Tennessee. I'll be doing a show at the VFW Post 1970 right there in Nashville. And then of course we have something else going on the 7th of August, and that show will be myself and Mike James. I'm not sure if anyone else will be joining us, but it will definitely be us too. And then we have the tour coming up. We're getting ready for that. So that we have some dates that we have going up before the tour to get ready for the tour, to show off the tour because we want to tour. Tour.
We just want a tour.
Want to so keep those in mind. What else do we have going up? Oh, and this is October 2nd. I will be getting married.
I know, dude. Wait, you just said October. You just said October 2nd.
Yep, October 2nd, first weekend in October. I know I keep on talking about my wife being gone, but that's just how it is. It's so much easier to say that. And then it's one syllable, wife, fiance, 3 syllables. just sounds better. So we're officially getting married October 2nd right here in Phoenix. We will have a live stream of that available for people that want to watch it but are not invited. So
are explicitly not invited.
It's a small church. Don't worry about it. Anything else, Chris? Do you have anything else coming up?
Yes.
Oh, the pup.
Yeah, this is my dog, and she has a show coming up, so she's gonna perform. Oh, there's your dog. Hey,
there's my dog. Oh, look. Hey, Nutter Butter, say hi to his dog.
Is Nutter Butter single?
Nutter Butter, well, sort of him, because we have Gary, but Nutter Butter and Gary like to break the Lord's commandments.
Gary is his name. Gary.
Yeah. We have Gary. He's around here somewhere.
I have Duchess in Chicago.
Oh, love it. Yeah, we have Nutter Butter and Gary. Right. And I'll put pictures up. Gary, do your dogs do anything weird? Gary likes to, he smiles. He always smiles, and like actual smiles. And then if he's really excited, and it's mostly just for Leslie, he'll say hi.
What?
Yeah, he'll be really excited. He'll go, hi. Just like that.
Hi. What?
Yeah,
that's kind of creepy, dude. I know
it's super creepy. We're trying to get it on video, but we can't get it because he doesn't want to work with us.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having me on your show today, Josh.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone out there in Morning Laugh Land. We can't wait to see you on tour. Reach out to us if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or corrections.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's been it for this episode of The Morning Laugh, everyone. Have a good morning.